Have you ever wondered which states in the US are at the highest risk of a nuclear attack? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The possibility of a nuclear threat feels like a specter from the Cold War era, a time of duck-and-cover drills and fallout shelters. Yet despite the end of the Cold War, the threat of nuclear conflict remains, albeit in a different form. The common conception of nuclear threats often revolves around the idea of global conflict, a World War scenario where the whole nation would be at risk. But studies from various security and defense organizations paint a different picture. They suggest that certain states, due to their strategic importance, are at a higher risk than others. The risk isn't evenly spread across our 50 states. It's concentrated, focused on key areas that, if targeted, would cause the most disruption and damage. Now let's delve into the specifics. According to the Federation of American Scientists, 5 states stand out as being at the highest risk. These states are California, New York, Texas, Washington, D.C., and Illinois. Yes, you heard it right. These are the 5 states that, due to a combination of factors we'll explore in the next scene, are at the highest risk of a nuclear attack. California, the land of sunshine and Hollywood. New York, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Texas, the Lone Star State, home to a rich history and a vibrant culture. Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, the hub of our government. And Illinois, the Prairie State, known for its diverse economy. These states, each unique and integral to the fabric of our nation, are the ones most at risk. But why are these states at such high risk? Stick around to find out. As we venture further into this topic, we'll unpack the reasons behind these risk levels, exploring the factors that make these states potential targets. So stay tuned as we delve deeper into the unseen threat, the specter of nuclear conflict that still lurks in the shadows. Now, you might be wondering why these states, what makes them more susceptible to a nuclear threat? Let's break it down. These states have a few things in common that make them more likely targets. First, they are large population centers. Simply put, a nuclear attack on a densely populated area has the potential for far greater devastation and loss of life than an attack on a less populated area. Second, many of these states are economic powerhouses. They are home to major industries and significant portions of the nation's infrastructure. An attack on one of these economic hubs could cripple the nation's economy, causing far-reaching and long-lasting effects. Third, these states are often the sites of important military bases. In the event of a military conflict, these bases would be prime targets because of the strategic advantage they provide to the United States. Finally, many of these states hold significant political importance. They house the centers of government and decision-making power. An attack on these locations could cause chaos and confusion, potentially hampering the nation's ability to respond effectively. But before you start packing your bags and heading for the hills, let's put this into perspective. While these factors do make these states more likely targets, it's important to remember that the United States has robust defense systems in place. The military constantly monitors for threats and has the ability to intercept and neutralize many potential attacks. Furthermore, the nation's emergency response teams are trained and ready to handle a variety of crises, including a nuclear attack. These systems and teams work together to significantly reduce the risk of a successful nuclear attack. So, while the threat is there, remember that it's just one of many risks we navigate in our increasingly interconnected world. It's important to stay informed and to be prepared, but it's equally important not to let fear dictate our lives. Stay informed, stay prepared, but most importantly, stay calm.